Hello there, we are back with Edge of Space, another episode. Not sure how long this will be, but it'll probably get chopped up a bit if it's too long. Or too boring, I guess, in spots. Loading up the game. I was playing earlier, but the game crashed and I lost all my progress. So, bad. But, what I've discovered, here I'm just going to make some stuff. What I've discovered is that as I've been moving downwards, I hit a certain point where there is just too many of those, these new Hunter-Seeker robots, and the space that I have here for this 5 blocks, I guess, 5 block wide column, shaft, if you want to call it that, it's too narrow to deal with their area of effect explosive attack. You'll see in a minute. They shoot out these... Actually, I'm gonna go down. Shoot out these little drones, these new robots they added, and they blow up and do damage and knock you around. Then you can't move because you get knocked around so much. So as far as this goes, up here, this is alright because it just keeps those annoying jellies out, space jellies. But as I get further down, you start getting those robots spawning. And then it gets way too dangerous because there's too many of them. I'm just gonna widen or cover up this back wall. They'll just start swarming around you. These Hunter-Seeker or Seekers or whatever they're called, robots, and they start spamming you with their little droids that blow up as soon as they hit the wall. And those droids have like a 5 block or so radius damage that goes through the wall. So it's useless to stand in the middle, for example, because they'll just damage the crap out of you. You'll get shot up. Those guys just shoot rockets. Their rockets have an explosion radius too. But it doesn't seem as bad as the Seekers. I think they're called Seekers. I'm not quite sure. And now he's shooting. So once you get to that point down here, dodge them. And they're spawning all around you all the time. It gets too hard to survive because they just get close into the wall, shoot their little robots, and you die. You get spammed by them and then they blow up all over the place. So what I started doing at this height, roughly, I started expanding out the wall in a really big way. It's, I'm counting out like 7 from the original wall and just making it wider. Because at least then they're stuck out there while you're in the middle here and you're safe. Yeah, see, here he comes. He's like trying to get at me, but he can't shoot his rockets now because it's droids. Here he can, and there you go. I start taking damage right away. So I'm trying to build this up as well, so that at least as I get past that point, I'm much safer to move around and drop down. Because otherwise, it's just ridiculous. Otherwise, it's just there gets to be so many of them. Like, see, I can't even get up there because they hit me. My jetpack can't deal with the explosion, and then I can't get higher. See, it just knocks you back. It's really useless. You start taking damage, and then you get, imagine a whole bunch of those around you doing that. It's ridiculous. That it needs a bit of work there, guys. Need to rebalance those in some way, or at least make walls effective at blocking area of effect damage. And I was saying, because I had recorded earlier, I wish they gave you better feedback to understand that their area of effect goes through walls, because they don't. You're just standing by a wall thinking you're safe, and then bam, you get hit by these guys and their weird robots, right? That just let's go up here. That just damage you through the wall. So it makes the wall useless, basically. If you're next to it, it's useless. Up to 5 blocks, I think, it's useless. So I was thinking, why wouldn't they... It would be better to have the kind of feedback where you see the wall gets destroyed, or the blocks just get knocked apart, like with your drill. So you know that, oh, this is just not going to work. I have to keep them further away from the safe zone, so that their area of effect doesn't hit me. So, I wish they would find a way to make that more evident, other than just damaging the crap out of you, and then you're like, what happened? Excuse me. So, another thing I was thinking, why don't the walls work then? I mean, if it's intended, I'm not sure it would be though, but if it's intended that that's just how it works, why don't they, I could use some hints or some information of some kind that lets me know that a better wall structure, like titanium or something, will block the damage completely. Because I just don't know. Like, is it a bug? Is it a feature? I'm hoping it's a bug. Because if it's a feature, that really sucks, you know. It's kind of funny. When I was here earlier recording, I was actually streaming this too. I had built a whole section here with some extra generators and healing quick meds, and it was like my safe zone right here. But that was destroyed, so that was about an hour of work that died because the game crashed for some reason. I have no idea why it crashed at all. It just did. Maybe it didn't like streaming and recording at the same time. The computer just was like, bleh, I don't want to. Like a baby. Like a baby. So, I'll just dig this dirt out since I need dirt. Maybe I will go over and get that titanium at some point. I'll take out this backdrop. Oh, I got some protobine, did I? That'll be useful. Dirt. All this dirt will go. I'll be getting rid of it. So I'm just gonna dig this out. Okay, so moving along here. I'm just finishing off taking out this last bit of dirt. You can see I've extended out the platform a bit. Set a tunnel up to go that way, which I'll probably have to change. Because I think the ceiling's probably a bit too low. Towards that All I really want to do is go over there is get the titanium, and I have no reason to go over there anymore. So, in a way though, that's kind of good because if anything's up here, when I go down, it won't be able to go down after me. Down below here, there's a big chunk of land, and that's where I pretty much stopped. Built myself an area that was relatively safe. Just blocked out an area. That's probably where I'm going to have to set up an outpost. Outpost 1, as I had tried to call it before. Maybe we'll get to have a cryo tube right down here instead of way up at the top. I could do that. I don't really see the reason to have this here, so. Just a sec, I'm trying to figure out the size here. I don't really see a reason to have to keep going back up the top, I mean. I can just start here, and maybe it'll be closer to the biome down. I've been relatively lucky here, because practically none of these guys have come around, which is fine, because I don't have a problem with that. I mean, they're very annoying anyways, so the less I have to deal with them, the better. Yeah, like that. The wall is weird because of that. Yeah, that's weird. Oh, that's why. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, a little bit of OCD there. Or what, ADHD, or I don't even know. Okay. Oh, I'm almost out. Well, now I am out. Alright, well, let's get some more. Can't reach up there. Jetpack's gonna run out. Damn. Oh well. So, I'm still trying to get lower. Just gonna make some structure here. And man, it's very tedious. I mean, I could just try dropping down, run into a cave that's got thick enough stuff around it so that these guys can't hurt you. But good luck with that, because they shoot out the little drones that come running after you, well, flying after you, I mean. So you kind of have to. I'm gonna put this metal here because that's what that is. I accidentally refined some rock, so I have that. So, yeah, lost what I was saying there. Yeah. Anyway, making dirt structure here. I could, like I was saying, I could just drop down and try and survive, run to a cave that's deep enough that they can't get me. But then you've got to build everything in that cave, right? So make sure you have everything with you. And I kind of like building big structures. Someone's playing another game. That's nice. So, making dirt structure. Let's throw this together. I'll use some rock this time. And actually, I'll do this twice. Like, screw it. I have a ton of back then. Lots of back. Let's do it again. Why not? I'm going to probably get a lot of dirt, as you'll see in a sec. Down below here is plenty of area to work with. Rock structure. There we go. Radium structure. Yeah, I don't know. That seems like a bad idea. So hey, look at that. We've got a visitor who wants to blow me to bits. And I noticed I guess one of the latest things they did with the patch, last patch, they added some AI where these things detect the ceiling above them and they don't go to it, they just stay there and get stuck. Because otherwise they would go and they would kind of get stuck. Here they just float around. And it stops them from getting stuck on weird blocks, I guess. But it'd be kind of nice if they... Well, it'd be cool if they could adapt it so that it doesn't do that when there's a wall. Like right in front of me. It just sits there hovering going, duh? Trying to find me, but can't, type of thing. I'm gonna make some more of this. I need plenty of it, so 500, and let's make some more dirt. It lost my number. That sucks. Going back to what I was thinking, my suggestion about the walls, my idea, I don't know. Better feedback so that you know the wall can't protect you from their attack. That would be very useful. Very useful. That way you know that you can't rely on it to be safe from them. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna build a platform up here, just temporarily. Get that last little bit, fill in the back wall. A bit more. I'm gonna put some windows here at some point. It's a lot of space here. 2, 3, 1, 2. Oh well, it's not quite distant. Equal distant. Unless I do that. Then it is. See? Oh, lock setting. So, down below here, you can see this whole area is going to be my new safe zone. I think this will be outpost 1. So I haven't dug any farther down, and I'm starting to see these weird things. A lot more of these are spawning, so I must be getting close to it. I'm hoping I'm getting close because I don't even know what the next biome looks like. I've been stuck in this rather tranquil, almost looking terrain for so long. I mean, I've explored all the way to the left of the screen, of the map, and it's just the edge of the map. All of it is to the right, same thing, it's just the edge of the map. There's nothing there. You just fall infinitely if you go off it. I was in another video, you probably saw that. It's just an edge. The terrain just ends right there, so you have to go down, because there's better resources down there. So here it is. This will be the new outpost. I've blocked off that wall too. I'll dig all this out. It's going to be pretty big, I think. I'm just going to make use of the materials, you know. It's useful to have all these materials. So you need them to construct walls. Sorry about that. I overpronounced my S. So pretty much this is where I'm gonna make the next base, right here. And I need to have a big buffer there from the top to the bottom, because those guys shoot that stuff out there. And if I get close to it, boom. See, they blow up and I get knocked back down, and took damage. So I really, really wish the wall would block damage. Or like I said, just fall apart. Like it's not thick enough, or it's not the right material, so it just falls apart. That would make a lot of sense. So then you have to figure out, moving forward from that discovery, what material do I need to block their attack? What does it need to be? Probably titanium would be the next, right? You make a 1 or 2 thick titanium wall, and then the explosions they shoot at you they just don't do any damage. So that would work for me. I mean, you know, better feedback to know that, yeah, the wall is not going to protect you. So I can tell you, man, this is quite some time later from the last video, well, a week about. And when I was trying to just play the game and get down here so I could get to a point like I'm at now and record this video in a relatively safe area so I could talk, it was just insane. There were so many of these guys in this little, and I was in this little tube, right? And I couldn't make it. I would get down here, they'd swarm on me, and I'd die. And I couldn't get out. I'd have to dig down. And I couldn't dig down fast enough, so yeah, dead. Because their area effect just blows. It just causes it causes so much damage that, well, collectively, with all of them there, that you can't survive it. You know, you get knocked around by the concussion, I guess, of their attack, and you can't get out of it, so you're trapped. You're basically trapped, and you're gonna die. Not fun. And you know, you want to have fun playing the game. You don't want to make it. You don't want to make it a chore, right? I gotta be honest. The game is quite lengthy to begin with, in my opinion. I mean, just to construct, find enough resources, and get moving downwards, or get into wormholes. That jumping to this next biome, it takes a bit of time, and it's not that exciting, unfortunately. It's I find that it was a little more frustrating than enjoyable, because you know, you're trying to build this safe zone and you just die and die and die. But you learn from that. Still, I would have learned faster with a bit better feedback. That's all, or a bit better information to go off of, other than just trying to play the game, dig through forums to find stuff out. But you know, it's a beta game, an early release, and I'm calling these episodes collectively the prologue. That's just how I'm arranging it on YouTube here. Like these 14 episodes or so, they're the prologue, basically, the discovery, the build-up, establishing my terrain and figuring out what to do, getting an idea of what you can do, can't do, and you know, chapter 1, I'm hoping will be a bit more in the next zone, next area, and that'll maybe another group of episodes or something. So hopefully it'll be good. I'm just digging this out. It's gonna take a little while because I want to actually empty out this area and put back wall in here, the right kind of like the dirt back wall, because I want to place some generators here. Make some patchwork generators and build some healing devices, powered quick meds. So even if I fall down and I get too close to the edge and there's a bunch of these guys here, when I get down here, I can just stand around for a minute, I guess, and let the quick meds heal me up. So I want to build out that area here and get that set up. I was playing with the patchwork generators. They seem about... They only have 4 slots. So I'm kind of not sure... It can power 1 quick med and like a light, or go to a relay or something, I guess. A light. That'd be about it, I think. Or a light switch that turns on the light, and that light switch can turn on 2 lights. So I think that they can connect to other lights. So you can connect all the lights together, and then bam, they all turn on. So yeah, I could probably get a few devices. Well, an oxygen generator? I don't know, maybe. I can't remember, but I think they need more than 1 power as well. Yeah. Okay. Getting close to get to the point where I kind of want to build another level down here. I really do not want to be close to the top at all, man. Forget that. That's just not gonna... It's not gonna do it for me. So, there you have it. That's my plans. Kind of where we're going with this series. A bit. Some opinion on, I guess, balance issues with these robots. Bugs, maybe. Some strategy to survive when you start getting to the point where there's so many of these guys that they're a problem. I'm kind of lucking out here too because I got this big chunk of lands. I mean, otherwise I'd proceed slowly downwards with the giant column, the giant shaft. Take that however you like. So that's it. Probably going to be a bit of a gap between now and the next episode. So I'll try and complete some of this stuff around here and have it ready for that. So there you go. That's where we're going. We're going to get down. We are going to get down. And see that next biome. And hopefully then we'll begin chapter 1 of Edge of Space.